Hello, hello, and welcome to another set of battles in Go Battle League. Today we'll be starting out, later on today we'll be starting out in our very first sets of rounds in Master League as well as Master League Classic. Expecting that in either case, since I'm not really prepared for either all that well, I'm probably going to do terrible no matter what, but I'm assuming I might be able to handle Master League Classic a little bit better since I don't have to worry about any XL powered mons along the way. But before we get into that, we've actually just reached rank 10 not too long ago. So first and foremost, I actually am going to start today off running in Great League first and foremost, because I feel like that would be my best chance to really capitalize on all of the Stardust that's available here. Doesn't guarantee that I'm going to get all of these, but at the very least we can give it a try, see if we're able to. I believe we have a better chance with Great League than we ever would with Master League. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. But yeah, with that said, this time around I actually am going to go jump in with premium rewards because, well, I can get the same amount of Stardust with one win that would require with two in basic, so at the very least I can feel a little bit more comfortable if I manage to get one win. Alright, but with that, I like how they smack Great League like smack dab in the middle of the two different Master Leagues. It's kind of interesting. Really like makes it a little bit more eye-catching. It's almost like they want you to go into Great League more, but nonetheless. We'll be starting out with our Weather Ball Fanatic in the form of Alolan Ninetales up at the front. We got our Shiny Flex in the form of Altaria, providing some, I guess, fairly good Dragon-type coverage in the middle. And finally, we'll be closing out with Alolan Marowak, who I'm actually not sure if I actually used at all. I think I used a couple times when it was still Open Great League. I think at least once or twice, but we have the opportunity to use once again in these battles. So with that, let's jump into our first set of battles against any Xmies. Alright, any Xmies, what do you got? Alright, first matchup is against a Swampert, so at the very least we are able to dish out some fairly good neutral damage here. That we are able to get to Weather Ball first. I'm not sure if that's going to remain the case all throughout, but at the very least we were able to get to it, so that's kind of nice. But now they're going to begin spamming their own attack. I'm going to go ahead and shield this one out. It is Hydro Cannon, so that probably would have hurt quite a bit, truth be told. But we now have the opportunity to respond once again with our ever spammy Weather Ball. So with that, we're able to clear out the shield, and they are going in for the attack now. Actually, I'm going to try and shield this one too. It could be Earthquake. Okay, it is still Hydro Cannon, so good news there. With that, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for Altaria, who is able to finish off the Swampert. Thank goodness there. But now we have ourselves the Galarian Stunfisk to deal with. And with it, I'm assuming a bunch of rocks will be heading our way. Yep, there it is. The first of many rocks have arrived. But now it's time for me to respond with what little I can in the form of Sky Attack. I'm assuming, yep, we're just going to tank it out because that steel typing is coming in very handy for that pile of rocks there. Well, with that, it looks like they are planning to build up as much energy as they can, which makes a lot of sense, really. But that does give me the opportunity to ever slowly but surely attempt to chip away at this Galarian Stunfisk. I believe we are going to be encountering another pile of rocks. Yep, there it is. And with that, actually, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for Alolan Marowak while they bring in a Skarmory. That's funny. And we'll decide to switch out at the exact same time. And I feel like I got a good case for this one. And they do decide to tank out the Bone Club, so they weren't expecting any form of Shadow Bone or Shadow Ball in that particular case, so unfortunately we aren't able to capitalize on that. But with that, oh, experiencing a little bit of lag there, but at the very least, I'm assuming I won't be able to do any form of baits with this one anyway, so I might as well just use the Shadow Ball, which we were able to use to fairly good effect there. And with that, ooh, unfortunately we have, yeah, unfortunately we had to say goodbye to our Alolan Marowak, RIP, and now we might be saying goodbye to our Alolan Ninetales too. Ooh, nope. Staying alive. Staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. And with that, we were able to clear out the last Galarian Stunfisk. And for one reason or another, they decided to hang on to that shield for dear life. But nonetheless, GG's all around. And with that, we're at the very least guaranteed 1500 Stardust, so I'll take that. I'll take that, thank you very much. Alright, so far, holding out pretty strong, but now is time to see if we can go for 2-0 against 12 gluten-free. Alright, how gluten-free are you? Ooh, first matchup is against Alolan Marowak, so my guess is not very gluten-free. It is rocking Fire Spin at the very front, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out for my Altaria, to which case we are now face-to-face with a Skarmory. Not a particularly ideal matchup for my Altaria, but nonetheless, this is where we're at. With that, I'm going to go ahead and try and tank out this very first attack. I'm assuming it's Sky Attack, unless they're feeling risky. Nope, it is Sky Attack. It does bring us into the yellow, but we're hanging on. We're hanging on. It does provide us another opportunity to fire off another Sky Attack. Get that Skarmory out into the red. I'll take that. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and use up my first shield on this one. It is Sky Attack once again, but that probably would have dropped my the health of my Altaria fairly considerably. So, don't want to, rather not risk that if I can. But with that, I do want to save my shield, so even if it is Shadow Ball, well, it is what it is. It is Bone Club, so fortunately my Altaria lives to fire off one more Sky Attack. So I will take that. And with that, we are able to fire, or we are able to come face to face with a Shadow Machamp. Okay. It's probably not going to do too much damage with the Shadow Ball, or take away the shield too. That works. That's fine with me. But with that, I am definitely going to want to block these rocks, because rocks hurt quite a bit, which is a little bit of hindsight for this team, all things considered, because apparently my entire team hates rocks, so I really gotta be on the lookout for that. But with that, we are able to scare the Machamp away with Bone Club, so we got that going for us. But now we gotta tank out Shadow Bone. Yep, that wasn't happening. And with that, we can come back in with Alolan Ninetales, and we should be able to do some fairly decent, I'm assuming, decent neutral damage with this Psyshock. Yeah, there we go. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and switch back into Altaria, let them tank out this next attack. It is Shadow Bone once again. It does clear out my Altaria, RIP. But with that, we do have enough energy to fire off Weather Ball. Is it enough to clear out the Alolan Marowak? I'm honestly not sure. It is. Woo! Managed to secure victory number 2. GG's. GG's all around. Oh, these rocks are killing me, man. Oh, okay. We're holding in strong, though. We're holding in strong. We've secured 3,000 Stardust, I believe, so I'm pretty happy with that. But we do have room for 4,500 against, as we go into our third match with Not Try Harder 19. Alright. Tell me not to try harder, but I will still try harder, dang it. As we pair off against Whiscash right out the get-go. Alright, so I'm assuming they're probably going to get a good amount of mud balls in. Yeah, that's definitely something to look out for. But we do have the ever spammy weather ball to rely on. It does seem like Whiscash is a little bit tankier than it was able to tank out a lot better than Swampert does, so that's something to remember. Ooh, they are coming in with a water pulse, but we are able to tank that out fairly well. And with that, we can now fire back with another weather ball, like so. Get their Whiscash into the red, and with it, ooh, they are going to be firing off one more. No matter what move it is, I am going to go ahead and shield it because it looks like Alola Ninetales is starting to get a little deep into the yellow there, so I want to keep it alive as long as I possibly can. And with that, we are now face to face with an Obstagoon. Charm would be very nice at this moment, but I'll take Weather Ball. I'll take a Weather Ball spam. That works too. Go ahead and fire off another Weather Ball its way. And with that, we're able to clear out their very first shield. And now I'm going to go ahead and let it hit me. It is cross chop, so it does clear out my Alola Ninetales, but we do have our ever shiny Altaria able to do some fairly good damage in with its Dragon Breath. Oh, and oh, thank you very much, Young Asian Noob. Thank you very much for the raid as well. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, right now I am currently sitting at rank 10, so I'm trying to capitalize on as much Stardust as I can possibly gain throughout these battles. So while I did promise Master League, right now I'm just taking this time to try and get through as many Great League battles as I can to once again try and capitalize on as many Stardust as I can get from rank 10. But well, fortunately right now we are currently face to face with a Venusaur, and looks like that Sky Attack should be enough to... Ooh. Nah, keep the Altaria alive. Keep it alive, let it Dragon Breath that shiny Venusaur away. Respect the shiny flex, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Alright, but while this team may fear rocks for passion, it is sitting pretty at 3-0, so good news, we're getting ourselves a good Stardust payday, but we'll see if we can keep this up with our fourth match against Semfirka. Alright, Sem, what do you got? First matchup is against Wigglytuff. Charm is definitely going to be eating me alive. That's definitely going to remain a thing. But we are able to counter back with as many weather balls as we can muster. So with that again, Alola Ninetales is not feeling great about all that charm, but at the very least, we are able to clear out one of their shields. I'll take that. Can I get to one more weather ball? Ooh, we can. In the nick of time, we have one more weather ball in us. Oh, that sliver of health. Oh. Alright. Ninetales, you have served well. It is time to seal the deal with Alolan Marowak. I'm gonna go ahead and use the shield now because I'd rather not tank it. Even if it is play rough, I'd personally rather not take that chance, you know. But with that, we are able to fire spin that Wigglytuff away, so I'll take that. And with that, we got ourselves a Purified Hypno, so it's a good opportunity to now fire off this Shadow Ball. Alright. And Confusion is still taking a good chunk of health away from my Alolan Marowak, but fortunately, we still have that second shield at the ready. So it is Thunder Punch. Possibly could have done some pretty hefty neutral damage our way, but with it, they now send out Cherrim. So I'm just gonna go ahead and chuck Bone Club their way, get that going, a little bit more energy in, and then switch in for my Altaria, who I think should be able to tank out any move Cherrim has. It is Weather Ball, so we're sitting good on that end. Now comes the ever-present Dragon Breath spam. And with it, we are firing off Solar Beam. My flying typing helped out a lot in that particular case, but for sure that if it was any other scenario, I think that Solar Beam might have scared the life out of me. But Altaria handled it like a champ. Just gonna go ahead and finish off that Hypno with Dragon Pulse, and with that we managed to secure another wind and a new field research because we have just entered a brand new day. GG's all around, and thank you very much, young Asian noob. I always appreciate when you guys give me when you guys come in with the raise. I feel like it helps. It gives me some level of strength to that, I guess. But yeah. Right now we are 4-0. Let's see if we can finish off with a clean sweep as we go against Darnish. Also rocking the Festival of Colors tee. I like it. Let's see what you got. Alright, first matchup, and we got ourselves a mirror going. Alright, ooh, but they have opted for the charm instead. Interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and fire off a Weather Ball, see if we can get ourselves... We are able to clear out the first shield, so I will take that. Thank you. Alright, with that, I am going to go ahead and block out their first attack. Alright, it is Weather Ball as well, so they do manage to, I'm guessing, bait out my shield. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off Psyshock. Let's see if we can... Okay, we do a decent amount of neutral damage, I guess, so we got that going for us. With that, I'll go ahead and fire off one final Weather Ball. Let's see if we can either take out the shield or do some fairly good damage against the Ninetales. We managed to take out the shield, so I'll take that. Unfortunately, that marks the end of my Alolan Ninetales, but now it's time to bring in my other Alolan in the form of Alolan Marowak, who is able to clear out the was able to clear out the their Alolan Ninetales. Thank you and good night, young Asian noob. Thank you for popping on into the stream. Greatly appreciated. And man, it's so good. Oh, thank you. Alright, but with that, at the very least, we managed to close it out 5-0, fully maximize on that Stardust. Actually, we can fully maximize on that a little bit more. Don't I have a star piece on me? I do have a star piece on me. Why not? Why not just go all in? I think this deserves a star piece. Does it actually affect these now that I look at it? It does. Alright, alright. All the Stardust. All the Stardust. Woo! Alright, alright. And with that, we are coming in hot into rank 11. And with 6720 Stardust as well. And with that, whew, starting out the day strong. Or starting out the night strong. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. First set, clean sweep, 5-0. There we go. That's a solid way to start a night. And great, very grateful I'm able to do so well as we in the Great League set, because we are now going to be diving into Master League, which means, well, that's gonna be yeah, that's gonna be rough. This is gonna be a rough time. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I'm fairly positive I'm nowhere near ready for Master League. So, but gotta get into it, you know. I'm gonna, you know, get every experience that we can out of Go Battle League, you know. No sense just skipping out on any of the leagues while we're here. You know, just get on into it. And yeah. Sorry, anyway, I'm rambling on, stalling on long for far long. I've stalled for long enough. It's time to jump into our first set of Master League, and with it, I'll be jumping into basic rewards because, well, I'm fairly positive I'm not gonna be able. Well, I'm not sure if I really want to use a premium battle pass for this just yet, but who knows? Maybe we might do okay. Anyway, with that, I'm just going to jump into Master League Classic first and foremost because, well, I have no XL Power Pokemon, so that at the very least kind of sort of levels it out a little bit. But with that, I am rocking Double Dragons, which I'll see how that goes. We got ourselves Dragonite up front and center. With the ever spamming Dragon Claw, we got ourselves Garchomp, actually recently powered up Garchomp. It is rocking all ground type moves, so at the very least it might help with any form of coverage for any steel types we may run into. And speaking of steel types, we do have ourselves Metagross for any of the frontline fairy types, or particularly Togekiss, we may run into during these matches. So that, let's jump right into it. Let's just jump into it. Alright, so first matchup is against Diantic. Alright, Diantic, what do you got? Alright, so first matchup is against Melmetal, so definitely something I want to bail out for. I'll go ahead and bring in the Garchomp, and I'm going to go ahead and try and see how well Garchomp's actually able to tank out this move. I'm not sure if it can. It's Superpower. We are still in the green, so at the very least we have that going for us. Unfortunately, we do walk straight into their own Dragonite, so unfortunately, I don't have any way to properly respond to their Dragonite, so I'm just gonna go ahead and check Earthquake, and yeah, that very much sealed that deal. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and respond in kind with my Metagross, who I'm assuming should be able to tank out any move that Dragonite throws our way. I'm hoping. It is Draco Meteor. Ooh, it does hurt quite a bit. Quite a bit. Definitely something I probably should have shielded, not gonna lie to you. Got a little bit overconfident there. But with that, we are able to finish it off. And with that, we are now face to face with a Tyranitar. Don't see that every day. Alright, but with that, I'm now able to fire off all of my Dragon Claws. Start getting that going. Now, well, I'm down to my last Pokemon and I still have 2 shields, so I might as well make good use of them. Then I can fire off one more Dragon Claw, and we'll either clear out the Tyranitar, or we'll at least clear out one of their shields before Dragonite bites the dust. We are able to clear out a shield, so at the very least they're not maxing out on that. They're not double shielding me. But they do send the Melmetal back in to clear out my Dragonite. So RIP, but GG's nonetheless. Go take that as an important lesson to note that while Metagross is able to tank out Dragon types fairly well, or Dragon type moves fairly well, Draco Meteor still packs quite a punch. So yeah, that's something important to remember, I guess, as we move forward. Take a swig of water later as we go into match number 2 against Volkswagen. Alright, the Volkswagen. What do you got? Okay, first matchup is against Magnezone. Interesting. So with that... interesting. Okay, so they do decide to switch out their Magnezone after gathering some energy, and they have opted for the Snorlax. Purified Snorlax while we're at it. They do seem to be currently sitting in a pretty harsh battle of attrition. As one breathes Dragon Breath their way while the other throws their... well, keeps licking my Dragonite. Battles are kind of weird when you really think about it. But nonetheless, we are able to fire away some Dragon Claws their way. With that, I'm actually going to go ahead and try and see if I can tank out this next move. It is Body Slam. It hurt quite a bit, don't get me wrong. We're not sitting... we're not sitting pretty, but we are at the very least able to fire off one more Dragon Claw their way. And we actually managed to clear out the Snorlax as well, so I'll take that. And with that, will we see their third Pokemon, or will Magnezone be making its triumphant return? Magnezone has made its triumphant return! And with it, I will respond with Garchomp at the ready. And with that, they'll be responding with Machamp, into which case I probably should not have brought in Metagross. With that, I am going to go ahead and use up my very last shield on this one. It is Cross Chop. Probably didn't have to block it out, really, truth be told, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, with that, let me go ahead and at least try and see if I can clear out their shields at the very least before bringing Garchomp back in. Alright, but now they're going to fire off another Cross Chop. Does do quite a good amount of damage against my Metagross, but can I make it to another Meteor Mash? We can! We've made it to another Meteor Mash. Will they use it, or will they use their shield, or will they... Okay, they do shield the... Okay, they do shield the Machamp, they do clear out my Metagross, and now they do have a charge move at the ready. It's just a matter of what move it is. It is Cross Chop. It does do quite a decent amount of damage on me, not gonna lie. But with that, I'm probably going to want to clear out this Machamp as soon as possible, because I think it's already too late on that one. Oh, it's very much too late because they have switched in and got that charge move ready. So yeah, while it's not very effective, it does still clear out my Garchomp. GG's all around. That was good. That was good. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was good. Yeah, good use of switches. That Machamp absolutely decimated me. But yeah, they saved that Magnezone to the very last. I can't help but respect that. But yeah, right now we are 0-3. Not great, but we still have a... Let's see if we can at least get one win in as we go against Iceberg. Alright, Iceberg. You got yourself a Dialga. Definitely not something I want to hang out in, so I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out for my Metagross, into which case you come in with a Mewtwo. which tells me we might be looking at Shadow Ball in our near future, ladies and gentlemen. Possibly looking at Shadow Ball in our future. So let's get prepared for that. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and shield just in case. Yep, it is Shadow Ball. We're in for a time now. Oh boy. Okay. It's definitely eating up both of my shields. That's for certain. I'm not taking my chance with that Shadow Ball. But maybe at the very least we are able to take out both of their shields. So at the very least we're able to get that in. I'll take that. Ooh, and unfortunately they just beat me to the punch. So I'm assuming this Shadow Ball is gonna hurt. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt quite a bit. Alright, but with that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring back Dragonite and finish off the Mewtwo. But with that, I am now gonna go ahead and bring in the Garchomp, and at the very least, let's see. We are not able to get to Earthquake just yet, but maybe if we tank out this iron. Oh, nope. Nope. Okay. So unfortunately, we have met our match with this Dialga. At the very least, I can fire off Dragon Claw, get a little bit more damage in before my inevitable demise. Yeah. There we go. That's unfortunate, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Alright, not sitting pretty. We are currently 0-4, but we might as well finish it off with this team, see how it goes. One final match against Nakashima Boy. Alright, Nakashima Boy, what do you got? Alright, with that, they're starting out with a Groudon. Alright, that's different. With that, they're switching out for Dialga, into which case I switch out for Garchomp. Probably not the greatest of ideas, truth be told, all things considered, but, you know, it is what it is. I might as well try and clear out one shield, I guess. But with that, I'm gonna go I am able to fire off my first Earthquake, so capitalize on that. Manage to clear out the shield, I'm assuming. Or clear out the Dialga, I'll take that too. Alright. Catch him by surprise a little bit, I guess. I'll take that. But now we are currently face to face with Origin Giratina, so that's gonna be a thing. With that, we are now able to start firing off some Dragon Claws their way, clear out that shield. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and use up my shield as well, because I'm pretty sure if it's Shadow Ball, well, it's Ominous Wind. Probably don't want to deal with it, truth be told. Okay, with that, we are able to get to the next attack, so let's see how that goes. Ooh, that one's the Shadow Ball. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that did me in. Oh man. Okay. That was unfortunate. But nonetheless, GG's all around. I actually do still have another battle. Apparently, it gives me an opportunity to try and see if I can start out with a fairy type and see if that changes anything. We'll see if this change makes a difference as we go against Saiyang Go. Alright, Saiyang. What do you got? Alright, first matchup is against Melmetal, so I am going to go ahead and nope right on out of there and switch in for my Metagross. And with it, I'm assuming it's Rock Slide. I don't think Superpower charges that quickly. Oh no, it does. Shoot, man. I didn't know it charges that fast. Man, I am forgetting all of my counting and steps and whatnot. It's an unmitigated disaster. Anyway, I think with that, I am gonna go ahead and try and take it out. I think I can take out Dragon Claw. Tank is very subjective here, but we technically survived it. So technically, we survived it. I don't know if I can really say anything beyond that, but we technically survived it. So, got that going for us. And we're going to go ahead and use up my very first shield, though. So, it is Rock Slide. Rocks definitely do hurt Togekiss quite a bit. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for my Garchomp. And with it, I think we should be able to tank. I'm assuming these is rocks. I'm assuming they were getting rocks ready. No, they got Superpower going again. They caught me off with the Superpower again. My goodness. Master League really is a league in and of itself. Oh my goodness. I am not built. I am not prepared for Master League in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, of course that does nothing, and unfortunately we don't get any power-ups from that, so that's rather unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, they didn't even need to shield anything, too. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that marks the end of that. R.I.P. But I guess GG's. GG's nonetheless. So unfortunately, yeah, Togekiss was not quite the way to go. Well, we came in strong with 5-0 in Great League, and just like that, we're 0-5 with Master League. R.I.P. R.I.P. But we still got 2,100 Stardust, so we still had that. We still had that. Can't argue against that, I guess. Oh man, but yeah, that definitely tells me we're in for a rough ride. But I am stubborn, so we're gonna keep this going. Against my better judgment, we're gonna keep this going. We're gonna keep on keeping on in Great League, or we're gonna keep on keeping on in Master League. We'll see if we can redeem ourselves in this next set. But real quick, considering what I've faced against, I'm definitely gonna want to change up what my team is actually comprised of. That's for sure. That's for dang sure. Okay, well with that, I think I'm ready to jump right back into this. Right now we have reached equilibrium, so let's see if we can at least get one win in this next match. And we're still sticking with Master League Classic, because I'm pretty sure getting into Standard Master League, we're probably going to get wrecked even harder. But this time around, no more mucking about. Let's go all legends on this one. I'm going to start out with our Dialga up at the front. We got ourselves Origin Form Giratina in the middle to provide a little bit of that neutral coverage. And we're closing out with Groudon in the back for any of those pesky steel types we're probably going to be encountering along the way. And this time, if it's Dialga, I don't have to worry about taking super effective damage from the Dragon Breath. Well, let's see if this team works out better as we go in our first match against MT37. Okay. Okay. Let's see what you got. Alright, first matchup is against Garchomp. So, fortunately, we are fairly prepared for this. At the very least. With that, I'm going to go ahead and start using up my shields right out the get-go, because if it is Outrage, so probably will taking a good amount of neutral damage from that one. Alright, but with that, we're going to go ahead and fire off our very first Iron Head. get that going, clear out their shield. So I'll take that, I'll take that. Alright, and ooh, hanging on by a thread, but they are still able to get their charge move out. It is outrage once again. Gonna go ahead and shield that once again, and with that we are able to clear out their Garchomp. With that we now have a Melmetal to deal with. Hello Melmetal, our old friend. And I'm gonna go ahead and fire off Iron Head, and with that I'm gonna go ahead and switch out for Groudon, who will now be face to face with Origin Form Giratina. Alright, this complicates things a little bit, but at the very least we are able to fire off one Earthquake and do a fairly good amount of neutral damage, so I'll take that. With that, I'm assuming they're going to be firing off. Yeah, there is Shadow Ball. We are in the red. Oh, and welcome to the stream, SMunch23. Good morning to you. Right now, we are currently in the midst of Master League. Or I'm currently in the midst of getting wrecked pretty hard in Master League. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, but with that... Ooh. Okay. That complicates things. Okay, it is Ominous Wind, so we are still able to tank it out. They did get the boost, but we did manage to clear them out before they got a chance to capitalize on it, so I will take that. Thank you very much. Alright, but that Melmetal has returned, and they are going to be using the ever tried and true throw more rocks at it. Clears out my Dialga, RIP, but now we have ourselves Origin Form Giratina to hopefully carry the slack. I'm assuming we should be able to tank out whatever move it throws our way. That is Rock Slide. We are A-OK. And with that, let's go ahead and fire off this Shadow Ball. Ooh, they're still alive. Shoot. Good. Kill it with fire. Wow. Credit where credit is due. They've been able to like fire off charge moves at the very last second with practically all of their Pokemon. So credit to their team just hanging in there for dear life. But with that, we managed to secure our first win in Master League for this season. GG's all around. Maybe we found some good momentum. Maybe our ELO has tanked because of the 0-5. Could be a mix of both. Who knows? But let's see if we can keep this up. Let's see if we can go for 2-0 as we go against Nakatomo 203 JPN. All right, Nakatomo, what do you got? Alright, first matchup is against Togekiss. That's interesting. Alright, so we're definitely not handling Charm very well, but at the very least we do have Iron Head at the ready. So let's go ahead and fire that guy off. Alright, we do clear out the first shield, and with that I'm going to go ahead and switch in for my Giratina, who's probably not all too happy about this lag, really, but if I keep firing it, okay. The good news, my Giratina is still alive, so I'll take that. Unfortunately, well, it's now tanking out a. Well, I guess because it already happened. And anyway. So that was an unfortunate series of events, not gonna lie, but with it, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring back Dialga, who unfortunately kicks the bucket before we can get to another Iron Head. But with that, we are now face to face with Groudon, who unfortunately does not have any move that can do any form of significant damage to the Togekiss. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna be charmed away by this Togekiss. R.I.P. total closeout, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. R.I.P. R.I.P. That tanked my spirits. But nonetheless, GG's all around. Oh man. Okay. So that was unfortunate, but we're tied 1-1, so we have a chance to bring it back to the positive as we go against Blue Meteor H78. Alright, Blue Meteor. Let's see what you got. Alright, first matchup is the Dragonite, so we're in pretty good standing on this one. I'll take that. We're at the very least able to get more in with our Dragon Breath, so I'll take that. I'll take that. With that, I'm going to go ahead and block, though, because I think Dragon Claw will still pack quite a decent punch, if I recall correctly. With that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off my Iron Head. See how that goes. We do manage to clear out the shield at the very least, so I will take that. And we are able to clear out the Dragonite before they fire off another Dragon Claw, so I will take. I'm very thankful for that one. But with that, they're bringing in the Melmetal, into which case I will bring in the Groudon. And with it, just in case, I am going to go ahead and shield this one. It is indeed Superpower. Not falling for that one for like the 100th time. But yeah, well, with that, I can go ahead and fire off this Earthquake, so I can either clear out the Melmetal or clear out the shield. I do clear out the shield. I'll take that. Thank you very much. I'm guessing this next one is probably going to be Superpower once again. Yeah, Superpower once again. And this time around, we're able to handle it like a champ. So I will take that. Thank you very much. Ooh, and with that, they come on in with the Shiny Flex. The form of Shiny Metagross. I respect that. The only unfortunate thing about that is that, well, that meant they're rocking double metal, into which case, well, Groudon now has the opportunity to have a field day on that one. So that, they're firing off Superpower once again. It does hurt quite a bit, but can we make it to Earthquake? We can. So I believe with this Earthquake, we should be able to clear out their Melmetal. Yep, and there it is. Woo, GG's all around. There we go. Picking up some steam with this team. Managing to get 50 wins there. I think that makes, does that make bronze? Does that make bronze? Quite a good amount of Pokemon hanging around. Or that's silver. No, that's silver, yeah? No. Yes. No, I think that is bronze. No, it's silver. I'm sorry. Alright. We've reached silver with Master League. I'll take that. We have 2 more battles to go in this set. So let's see if we can keep this going. We're now 2-1. Let's see if we can go for 3-1 as we go against Maripong. Alright, Maripong. What do you got? Alright, first matchup is against Kyogre. That's different. Unfortunately, our Dragon typing is actually coming in very handy in this particular instance. And with that, they do decide to switch in for Groudon, to which case I will be chucking an Iron Head their way. Able to do a fairly good amount of damage, but with that, I'm gonna come in, respond to your Groudon with my Giratina. And I'm going to go ahead and shield because I'm assuming neutral damage Earthquake is still going to hurt quite a bit. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and respond with that with my own Shadow Ball. Then I'm going to clear out your shield, so I'll take that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and shield this one as well. There's Earthquake once again. Okay, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off my next Shadow Ball, which will either clear out your Groudon or clear out your second shield. It does clear out the Groudon, so I'll take that. But with that, we are now face to face with best buddy Dialga, into which case I will respond in kind with Groudon, who now has to tank out this move from Kyogre. Not ideal. Not ideal conditions. Not in the, oh, I'm still alive. Oh. No, that was short-lived. Alright, but with that, you can go ahead and respond with Dialga. Go ahead and try and pack as much damage as I possibly can towards this Kyogre. With that, we are going to have to try and tank out as many Surfs as possible. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to do too much to our Dialga, so I'll take that. I'm now going to go ahead and fire off this Iron Head just in case. And with that, we are able to clear out the Kyogre. Now we have to go ahead and tank out whatever move Dialga has at its disposal. This Iron Head once again, it does clear out my Dialga, and unfortunately they do have an extra shield on them, so well, this Shadow Ball ain't gonna do jack. Yep, they're able to save that shield wisely and Dragon Breath my Giratina away. RIPs, but GG's nonetheless. Alright, so with that, we're sitting at an okay 2-2, I believe. Definitely a lot better than last session, that is for sure. But let's see if we can actually end this in a positive with our final match. Alright, so final matchup is against Suzu MKY. Alright, Suzu, what do you got? Alright, first round up is against Reshiram. Okay. Okay. That's different. That's kind of cool, actually. I wasn't expecting that at all. Go ahead and shield this because I have no idea what to expect. It is Crunch. Okay. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. That, I'm going to go ahead and fire off my first attack, or my first Iron Head, your way. Fire that off, managed to clear out the shield, so I'll take that. Oof, we are able to clear out the Reshiram before their next Crunch, or whatever move they had planned. And with that, we now have to deal with a Kyogre. In which case, I have an opportunity to fire off one more Iron Head before Dialga kicks the bucket. And with that, I am actually going to go ahead and switch out for my Giratina. Go ahead and fire off a Shadow Ball. Either take out their shield or take out their Kyogre. We do manage to take out the shield, so I'll take that. Thank you. With that, they have been on quite a charging spree, so I am going to go ahead and shield this next attack. Could be Blizzard. It is Surf. Okay. But with that, not gonna take the risk of finding out what their next move is. Just go ahead and fire off this next Shadow Ball, clear out their Kyogre, and now all we have left to deal with is Dialga, which is still quite a monumental task to deal with. Don't get me wrong, it's just fortunately this is the last thing that we have to deal with. Okay, but with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Groudon as fast as I possibly can. Alright, let's see what move it's got. If it's Draco Meteor, I might be in a bit of trouble. It is Draco Meteor. Anyway, I'm in trouble. Okay. Okay. Its attack harshly fell though, so we might have a chance. Unfortunately, it hasn't fallen that much, so they are still able to completely wipe out my team there. RIPs, but GG's nonetheless. An effort was made. I don't know if it was good, but an effort was made. Alright, but with that, we're able to claim this 530 Stardust and this Sinnoh Stone. And we are now inches more progress towards rank 12. So at least we have that going for us. Alright, so still not in the positive, but at the very least we were able to get ourselves a fairly respectable, I'd say fairly respectable two wins out of 5. Yeah, my hidden Aolo is definitely not happy with this right now, but it is what it is. Alright, well with that, I'm going to do one more set before I call it a night. Let's see if we can get into the positives this time. I'm not going to risk the premium battle pass, so I'm sticking with basic rewards. And I'm going to stick with Master League Classic, because, again, I don't know what to expect in Master League proper. Alright, but with that, I'm going to be starting out with Origin Form Giratina up front and center. Definitely going to want to try and avoid Dragon Breath as much as I can. In the meantime, though, I'll have Togekiss hanging out in the middle for any of those last-minute dragons. And finally, we'll be closing out with Groudon as well for, of course, the back-end steel types that have been popping up quite frequently. Alright, so with that, let's see how this team goes. First matchup in the set is 1 silver. That's actually a really cool hoodie. Which hoodie is that? That's kind of nice. Shoot, I gotta take a look. Anyway, first matchup for them is a Groudon. Okay. So with that, we're rocking some pretty hefty neutral damage towards each other, but it does look like I am able to get to Shadow Ball first, so take full advantage of that. Clear out their shield first and foremost. Alright, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and shield this next one. So I'm assuming, oh, it's Fire Punch. Okay, I didn't really need to worry about that, I guess. Alright, but with that, could they have saved up enough energy? Maybe. Go ahead and block it. Yep, it was indeed Earthquake. Very thankful I blocked that one. Okay, well with that, let's go ahead and fire off another Shadow Ball their way. And we are able to clear out the second shield, so I'll take that. Okay, but with that, let me go ahead and switch in for Togekiss, who they will respond in kind with the Shiny Flex in the form of Shiny Mewtwo. That's cool. I like that. That's cool. Look at that. Look at it with its nice little green tail. That's dope. Anyway. Sorry, enough fanning over Shiny Mewtwo. Let's go ahead and fire off this Ancient Power. Shouldn't do much, but do we get the boost? No. Unfortunately, no boost for us. No boost for you. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Groudon, who is probably not going to be happy about tanking out this Ice Strike, but I'd rather it than Giratina right now. Alright, so with that, we are able to clear out their Shiny Mewtwo, and with that, they're going to bring back Groudon, who is unfortunately going to be finishing off our Groudon with what I'm assuming is Earthquake. RIP, goodbye to you. But with that, we're now face to face with our final Pokemon, which is Dialga, which Groudon probably would have been really nice to have for that, but I guess I'll take the trade with Giratina. Giratina will try its best, but unfortunately, yep, unfortunately it's not able to seal the Leo on that one. RIP, RIP. But nonetheless, GG's all around. No, we're definitely in for a tough one. Okay, so unfortunately we're 0-1, but we still have 4 more matches in us, so we might be able to turn it around as we go against our next match with Mount Beer 09, or MT Beer 09. I don't know if it's Mount. Alright, what do you and your Pikachu onesie have to offer? Alright, first matchup is not Shadow Swampert, just Standard Swampert, Best Buddy Swampert, at the very least, so. Got that, got that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and fire off my first Shadow Ball. Take out this shield real quick. And with that, I've been running up energy for kind of a while. You know what? Yeah, I'll just go ahead and use my shields. But with that, I don't think they've saved up enough energy to do Earthquake now. I don't think. Yeah, no, it's still Hydro Cannon. Okay, we're good. We're fine. But I'm going to assume the next one's probably going to be Earthquake. I have a sneaking suspicion that if they were to charge another move, it would be Earthquake. That would be my guess. Oof. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shield this one, just in case they're coming at me with an Earthquake. It is Hydro Cannon, so I didn't really need to shield that one, but, well, better safe than sorry. I'd say better safe than sorry, yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. With that, they're gonna come in hot with a Dragonite, into which case I will come in with the Togekiss, who should be able to tank out any of the charge moves that Dragonite sends our way. It is Dragon Claw. We are perfectly fine. But with that, they are coming in with a Togekiss. Their Togekiss. So, yeah, it's not a particularly ideal matchup for us, considering where we are in terms of health and whatnot. But, you know, it is what it is. They're opting to finish it off with the charge move though, so I can respect that. Alright, with that, unfortunately, nope. I have one extra chance with Giratina as we're able to fire off a Shadow Ball before my inevitable demise. Unfortunately, that means that now I have my faith rests in Groudon, who is unable to do any significant damage to Dragonite as well, unfortunately. But at the very least, we can try and see if one Earthquake is able to do anything. My hope is that it's been weakened enough to the point where one Earthquake will be able to do significant damage, but we'll see. Dragon Claw, I am hanging on by. Oh, but it doesn't count. It didn't count, and my Giratina has bit the dust as well. R.I.P. I guess we'll never know. We'll never know if Earthquake was able to do anything. Oh well. But GG's nonetheless. Alright, unfortunately this new matchup has not been sitting very well with us, but might as well just keep it going. To go against NT Min 9497. Okay, NT Min. Let's see what you got. Alright, first matchup is against Landorus. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. That's different. Alright, but with that, they're coming in hot with their first charge move. I am going to try and see if I can tank it out. I might be able to. It's Earth Power. Not an ideal tank out, but we tanked it out nonetheless. With that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off Shadow Ball. They do decide to tank out as well. It's like we're playing a game of chicken over here. Alright, but with that, I am definitely going to go ahead and shield whatever move they have coming our way now. It is Rock Slide. Still fairly grateful I shielded on that one. With that, we are able to clear out the Landorus, but now we have Dialga to deal with, into which case I will quickly opt in for the Togekiss. And with that, I'm going to try tank out one. Can I tank out one? Tank is very subjective here. Ooh, boy. Okay. So that would technically be a no, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And with that, we do still have our shield ready. I am going to go ahead and shield this one because, well, you know, Well, it is Draco Meteor, so very thankful I shielded on that one. But with that, we are now face to face with what I think I just witnessed was a Shadow Mew. Yeah, Shadow Mewtwo. Shadow Mewtwo. Yep. Shadow Mewtwo has entered the scene. And with it, unfortunately, marks the end of my Groudon. RIP. Is Ice Strike. It does clear out my Groudon. And unfortunately, they do have one more shield at the ready. So even if I do fire off the Shadow Ball, they're going to be able to shield it out. And yep, unfortunately, we're not able to gain enough energy to do anything significant against this Mewtwo. RIP. GG's. GG's nonetheless. Alright. It's okay. We can do this. Let's change up the formula. We're now three battles in? Yeah. I think it's a sign we need to change out the formula. Let's see. I actually want to try with Metagross up at the front. It's weird, I know, but I kind of want to try it. I'll bring Dialga in too. Too much metal, you think? Not enough metal? I'll bring Dragonite maybe. Let's see how it goes. Change it up. Metagross sitting up at the front. And Dragonite sitting in the back this time. So let's see how it goes as we go against our 4th match with Papa Hughes. 8. This is our 8th Papa Hughes, apparently. Alright, Papa Hughes, let's see what you got. Alright, first matchup is against Mewtwo, so we're actually sitting fairly pretty with this one. I am still probably going to want to shield just in case it's Shadow Ball. Just in case. I'd rather not chance it. It is Shadow Ball, so... Well, forget what I said about sitting pretty. Okay. Now we get to chuck a Meteor Mash. We are able to clear out their first shield, but with that, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for Togekiss, who I'm now going to try and see if they're able to tank out Shadow Ball. Yeah, Shadow Ball. It does hurt quite a lot, but you know, it is what it is. But with that, they are bringing in their own Metagross. Alright, so with that, we're going to go ahead and jump right on in for the mirror. Let's go ahead and block this next attack. I'm assuming it's probably still going to be Meteor. Oh no, they do opt in for the Earthquake, so... Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and fire off my own Earthquake now. Let's see if they're going to shield or if they're going to tank it out. Nope, they do decide to shield it. That I think they are unfortunately able to clear out. Yep, they got another Earthquake I think in them, so they are going to clear out my Metagross. But with that, we do still have Dragonite sitting pretty, so maybe we can at the very least clear out this Metagross. Let's find out. Alright. If we can take this out, maybe we can at least clear out the Metagross. Oof. Nope. We came close. We came close to clearing the Metagross, but unfortunately, we weren't able to seal the deal. RIP, but GG's nonetheless. Oh boy. We got one more battle. We got one more battle. So, I might as well stick it out with what I have. You know what? I'll chuck Dragonite up at the front. It didn't... Okay, well, never mind. I'll stick with the team I got, I guess, as I go against Jolteon 19. Alright, Jolteon, what do you got? Alright, first matchup is against Machamp, so I'm definitely going to want to switch in for Togekiss here. But with that, they do bring in Rhyperior. Yeah, Yeah, definitely not an ideal switch in at all. But it is what it is. Stick it out. See how it goes. Chuck that their way. At least do a little bit of extra damage there. Alright, but with that, we can bring back the Metagross, so they should be able to, at the very least, do a fairly good amount of damage on this Rhyperior. Yeah, that they do fire off Surf. That's different. I'm actually going to go ahead and try and tank it out, because I don't think they have enough energy for Earthquake. That is Surf once again. It does do a very good amount of neutral damage on us, but we're able to tank it out nonetheless. At the very least, we're sitting pretty there. Excuse me. I'm allergic to bad sets. Nah. But, and fire an Earthquake. We aren't able to... I'm going to have to use my shield if I want to save my Metagross. Alright, it is Cross Chop. Probably could have done a fairly good amount of neutral damage against us. But with that, they're closing out with Gyarados. Oh, that's interesting. And with that, I'm going to have fire off my first Dragon Claw. And with that, we're able to do a fairly good amount of neutral damage at the very least. That we're able to fire off one more Dragon Claw. So, not sure if they're going to save their Gyarados or if they're gonna... Yeah, they do decide to save their Gyarados. Because I'm assuming they probably have a pretty good Dragon move at the ready. Probably Outrage. I'm assuming Outrage? Yeah, it is Outrage. Unfortunately, that marks the end of my Dragonite RIP. But with that, we got ourselves Metagross returning with a vengeance. Maybe for the Meteor Mash? Yeah, we got ourselves a Meteor Mash, but is it enough? I know it's not very effective, that's why. Ooh, it is still enough, so we are able to clear that out. And, but they are able to clear out with the Gyarados. R.I.P. Still a loss, but it was a close loss, so I'm pretty thankful on that. GG's all around. But yeah, unfortunately, that means we once again end the match with an 0-5. Rip. But we got 1400 Stardust, so. Consolation prize, I'll take it. So yeah, there it is. Last set of the night. Because I definitely don't want to do this again. Yeah, last set of the night, 0-5. Not a way I want to go, but... Well, what can I say? It's Master League. It's Master League, and I came in very underprepared for this. At the very least, in the middle, we managed to get two wins out of 5. So, I mean, we got some wins out of it. It wasn't clean sweeps all the way, but yeah, unfortunately, even when the best we can do, we still ended with a -1 loss. So, it was unfortunate. Definitely not a way I wanted to go. But, again, it's Master League. What do you expect? It's Master League, and I have nothing even close to maxing out, so it is what it is. We tried our best. We did the best we could, but unfortunately, we just weren't able to seal the deal on those battles. But yeah, I guess with that, I'm pretty much going to go ahead and call it quits for this stream. Apologize for my salt. I'm not a very graceful loser. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for participating and for sticking it out through all of the losses and all of the salt. Thank you very much to SMunch23 for following. Greatly appreciate that. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Apologies for all the salt. And with that, I will see you guys in the next stream. See you.